Hey everyone. I'm actually not sure where Miriam is. She's supposed to be here. I told her I was going to be starting, told her with the countdown. Anyway, she'll be here eventually. I'm Chris. I'm one of the co-founders, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have awesome electrolytes that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away. If you want to get updates when we're actually home, make sure you subscribe. Anyway, we got Storm Chasing Gal here and Carrie. They're talking back and forth. Jen is here. And Storm Chasing Gal says, I know a thing about fall flavors. I actually don't. I have no information about fall flavors. While we were gone, or while I was gone, whatever. The place that does all of our mixing got some more samples ready. I mixed those up. They are currently thinking about what they've done. We'll see if they pass the test or not. So, let's see. Did I see Marie? Oh, Marie is here. Welcome. Let's see. Lady Fritzader is here. Task number 1 tomorrow. Make a bunch of bacon. That's a good thing to do. Yeah, Carrie, Miriam's the invisible woman. She'll be here. Anyway, Jen says about steak and bacon today and having the desire to eat. Oh, okay. Flat River Keto is here. So is Shauna and Exposing Darkness. Jujubee is here. And Storm Chasing Gal says, I have the fall flavors from last season. Just need maple waffle and pecan sticky bun. That'd be good. Gina is here. How y'all doing? Miriam, how you doing?
I'm good.
You made it.
I'm sorry. I was having a very important discussion.
Well, Sandy's here from Florida, and it's hot, hot, hot.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Val.
It's funny. We're back where summertime is.
Oh my
because
goodness,
we
it
were
was
just
fall.
Well, fall or spring.
It was beautiful.
We were up in Canada, and
Yes.
it was great.
It was so beautiful and so fun, and
We're happy to be back.
we're tired.
So tired.
Oh,
Actually,
glasses are so
my
tired.
tailbone hurts from so much sitting that we did yesterday in the airport and in the airplane.
And driving.
As
My
we
hair is crazy.
and I actually had a hard time sleeping last night because every time I moved, my butt hurt. Actually, my tailbone, but
I'm sorry.
like finally at like 2:30 I said forget it, and I took ibuprofen and went back to bed. Anyway,
And today we worked on, you went to work. I stayed home, which I should have gone to work, but I went and got stuff for college kids with them, and I got some stuff for the junior high kid, and yeah, we spent all day working on that stuff. Is it not on?
it's not aligned correctly,
I'm
so
also
you're
covering my mouth with my hand.
there. You go. That should be
so you
louder.
can't hear me.
Well, Bob's here from Chicago,
Hello.
and Val says maple flavor would be excellent.
Yeah.
Jen says it's freezing in upstate New York. I bet it is. And Lisa is here from the oven.
Lisa, hi. Arizona?
Let's see. Maybe. Crystal says just made chaffles with strawberry cream,
that
mozzarella
sounds
cheese,
so good.
egg, and extra drops. There you go.
Oh, I have cottage cheese in my mouth.
Lucky. Saves them for later. Lisa says Phoenix is still over
Let me brush
110.
my teeth. I got the table cleaned off, though.
It was fun in Canada talking to people about the weather because, of course, everything's in Celsius,
Yeah.
which was interesting. I was trying to do a bunch of conversions in my head and failing, but
It was awesome, though.
yep. John says, I'm almost out of pecan sticky bun and gingerbread. Can't wait for some eggnog.
Ooh, Shauna said it was her birthday yesterday.
You ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shauna. Happy birthday to you. Gigi says I broke my butt. No, it just hurt. Like, you sit for that long, and we flew WestJet.
Well, we also got up at 4 o'clock in the morning,
Yes, we did.
so it was a longer day than normal. And the other thing was, did you already tell them this? We got our flight delayed, so
Multiple
from
times.
one place to another.
From
Canada to
yeah,
Los
Canada.
Angeles.
That was delayed, and then
we got the second flight was delayed.
and delayed.
So
and
not
delayed.
only was it delayed, but we got on the ship.
Yo
We got
ho,
on the
yo
plane,
ho.
and then
a
they're like,
pioneers.
something's wrong with the landing gear. Hold, please.
30 minutes later.
So then 45 minutes later, they're like, there's one more thing we're just working on real quick, so
We
we'll
need to
let
do
you know.
some paperwork.
So, and then like 30 minutes later, they're like, I think we're almost ready, so we're just waiting our turn now since we lost our turn. But
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel for them because
It's not their fault.
it's not the pilot's fault,
Yeah.
right?
It's the pirate's fault.
And
Yeah.
he's just trying to get on and be like, let me make you guys happy and
Yeah.
tell you the bad news.
Well, there were a bunch of people who were missing connections. And
Yeah, it was sad.
Lori is here, misses us.
Lori.
Figured jump on and say hi. Let's see. Oh, Debbie says it's still 94 in Garland. There you go. Debbie says your hair looks. Danielle.
Oh, thank
Daniela.
you.
Sorry. Says your hair looks
I'm
great.
feeling super weird.
Not Debbie.
It's kind of
We
weird.
read good.
Yeah. Hi, Jen.
Jen made chocolate peanut butter Keto Chow cookies over the
Oh,
weekend.
yummy. I still want to make the fudge. I bought chocolate chips so we can make the fudge before we left, and I still haven't made it. I'm going to do that.
Lisa's patiently waiting for pumpkin caramel. You unfortunately are going to be waiting for a
yeah.
while.
Well, we're working on it.
Yep, it is being worked on
We're
actively.
working on it.
Yep. Marianne is here. Glad to see us home safely after our travels. Well, we will be gone again in 2 weeks. So next Tuesday,
Next week we'll be here.
regular.
High five.
Yay. The one after that, we will probably be really short, and we'll be somewhere in Alaska or Canada. Maybe we'll have a connection. Who knows? Donna says, good evening. Marie says, can you turn Miriam's mic up? Double check and make sure it's actually plugged in, because yours is turned up.
Do I maybe have the wrong thingy?
No, I think you're just not talking very loud.
Hello, everyone.
Let me double check something.
Double check.
Hello. You have the wrong pack.
That's what I was asking. Do I have the wrong one?
Somehow they got switched at birth.
Somehow. How is that, guys? Is that better?
Should be better.
Oh, you know what I want to do? Water aerobics. I have not been in the pool in one whole week. Okay. I think I'm going to die. We actually looked up a pool that was next to the place where we lived, and we almost went there, but then we decided to eat dinner instead. So that was good.
John wants to know any word on when Zesty Orange Salty will be back in stock.
Ooh, we don't know that. We're getting closer.
They are. Oh, yeah. Actually, we're waiting on the flavor.
Dang it!
The wrong flavor was produced.
Ah, that sucks.
And we're waiting for it to finish being spray dried. And they said, well, it's in line. I'm assuming it's going to be a couple of weeks.
Sorry, that's my favorite flavor.
No idea when it's going to be. The issue is that they produced the wrong flavor, and they got it and said, whoa,
This is not right.
wrong flavor, guys. So it would have already been here.
So I'm super grateful that they said no instead of making the whole thing and then saying that was dumb.
To their credit, our team has done an amazing job of predicting when we're going to need stuff and ordering it.
Yes, because we would have had it in time.
Then unforeseen circumstances come along. That's actually why we don't announce when stuff is going to be back until we actually have it. And there's this consultant that we work with who keeps on being like, well, why don't you guys have stuff in stock? It's like, because stuff happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Well, why don't you fix that? You should switch to another supplier. It's like, it's not the supplier's fault. It's supply chain.
It's the worst.
Anyway.
It's just what happens in business. You guys just hear about it because we do live streams and tell you everything.
Lady Laughs a Lot is here.
Hey!
And people are saying you sound much better.
Why, thank you. And I'm not even sick. That took a long time. I am still coughing a little bit.
Carrie wants to trade someone their cooler temperatures for his hot Texas weather.
Oh, you want to trade us? It's dry here.
Let's see, Donna
But it's
says
going to be 90-something this week.
Donna says I arrived home at 6 this evening after knee replacement surgery today.
Oh,
having my raspberry
honey.
cheesecake chow for
Well,
dinner.
you rest, please, and just take it easy. And remember that your knee and around your knee muscles have not been working for a long time correctly because you've been making up for all of this pain.
My mom
So
is
don't
going through
expect
this right
to
now.
recover so quickly. Just be very patient with yourself because I believe in you and you got to teach that leg how to work again the way it's supposed to. So
Okay.
you have my heart.
Just thinking of making apple pie ice cream and just
Oh, that
drizzling in
sounds
some sugar-free
amazing.
caramel. Let's see. Fast shifter, because that's power shifting where you don't have to use the clutch. My dad really wants to enjoy Keto Chow with me. I'm going on 3 months now, but he doesn't like heavy cream or butter or avocado or coconut oil.
Oh.
Let's see. So, anything else they can try? Let's go to the Keto Chow website. We're going to go to Learn. We're going to go to How to Make Keto Chow. Scroll, 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 scroll. Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Learn more about which fats you can use. And
I wasn't following.
what fats can be used
To make Keto Chow.
Here is a big, long list of fats you can use. So heavy cream, melted butter, ghee or clarified butter, which is basically the same thing without oil. Coconut oil, Wagyu beef tallow.
Yes, which you need to melt just like you would butter, right?
Avocado oil, peanut butter. Limited use, has to be mixed with a blender.
Yes. Also, if you're going to use peanut butter for your only fat, you need to make sure that you're getting enough fat other places.
Yeah, and it has a lot more carbs.
Yeah, keep in mind that it has the carbs in it too.
Yep. Egg yolks, cream cheese, whipping cream has more carbs. Fats you can use, but we typically don't recommend. Olive oil, MCT, canola, soybean, macadamia nut oil, because the flavor is really strong. Coconut cream, which is kind of high in carbs. Filtered bacon grease, which Carrie will tell you that he likes, but I personally don't like.
Yeah.
Milk, whole skim, 2%, has a lot of sugar, and half. Now, you can use powdered fats, like powdered butter, powdered heavy cream, powdered cream cheese, powdered MCT oil, but you need to be careful because those have a lot more carbs than they say they have because it rounds down.
Right.
They actually have 6 to several hundred times more carbs. So there you go. There's some
ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, Blaze says, I love the orange and mango salty mixed
Oh,
together.
ooh, that does sound good.
Let's see. Carrie, yeah, Trey wants to trade to the Texas weather. Well, it's still pretty hot here. Oh, it's 97 right now.
Yeah.
But Anne-Marie recommends doing what the physical therapist tells you.
I
My
agree.
mom was saying that her problem is she's about to end physical therapy.
So now she has to do it by herself.
She's going to be on the hook for her own. Storm Chasing Gal says, any update on the return of birthday cake and fruity peoples? My understanding is both of those are
Pebbles,
still in...
not peoples.
Yeah. But my understanding is both of those are still in stock. Birthday cake
Yep, there it
and
is.
fruity cereal.
I think they were
The
probably,
birthday cake is
they
still
were
in
probably
stock.
asking if we were going to flavor it.
We will not make any announcements about whether or not those are going to be permanent until they finish selling out and we reorder more, if we reorder more, and once we get them back. Like, it's a long ways off.
a long ways off.
So don't hold your breath. That's not how we do it around here.
This is how we do it.
Until these sell out, there's not even going to be a discussion as to whether it's going to be a permanent flavor or not. Because we have to see how it sells and how many meals per month they're selling. So
I thought you were just going to push the no button.
No.
But now we know that they're still in stock.
They are still in stock.
They're still in stock. Thank you for looking.
Black screen. Oh, hold on a second.
Whoops. Are you a black screen the whole time? Oh gosh, that whole time you're showing a black screen.
The whole time display capture.
Well, good job. Good job. It's fine. There's always some mess ups.
Here you go.
How's that? Is that better?
Okay, and let's go back to...
Show the screen with the... Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
It's because we're now on a different...
computer.
Here we go. Fats that can be used.
There we go.
There you go.
Do you want to just grab that link and stick it in the chat?
Sure do.
Thank you. Then you can just grab it for later, and then if you want to go look at the other fats to try to use.
Black screen.
Sorry, guys. Thank you for telling us.
Yeah.
Hi, Evelyn.
Black screen, back screen. The problem is, when we changed to... Right now, YouTube is automatically generating closed captions. Because of that, we have to do it with normal delay instead of low delay.
Okay.
Which means that when I do something dumb, I don't see the comments for a while.
Oh.
Also, I didn't see the comments because we needed to.
It wasn't dumb. It's fine.
Well, now we know. Knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Oh, when we were in Edmonton, we went to this store. It was like an antique toy store or something. No, it was a collector's store.
Yeah.
And they had like old G.I. Joe. They had micro machines, which aren't that old. They had Matchbox
all
cars.
sorts of stuff. Yeah, it was a collectibles.
Everything smelled like dust, but it was really cool.
Well, your last slide says OBS problems. Yeah. And by the way, the software that we're using, here you go, is called, and you see it down here, it's called OBS, which I think is like Online Broadcasting Suite. It's really cool because we can set up all sorts of stuff. And it's free. It's extremely powerful, but it takes a while to set up. And when you're sharing the screen, you have to tell it which screen to share. And because for the last week we were on a different setup,
right?
It forgot which screen it was supposed to share.
And you know what? That happens. Do you remember?
I usually remember to fix that. Do I remember what?
When we used to do live streams every day and we had to do this more often and it was harder? We did that once.
Cynthia says, is that the new site? No, this is the current site that's in there right now.
Right now. The new site is not up yet.
Nope.
But pretty
we're
soon.
Working on it.
Pretty soon.
Joanna's here from Casa Grande.
Hi, Joanne.
Marie loved the G.I. Joe cartoons back in the 80s. Yep,
Nice.
me too. Miriam didn't remember that Gummy Bears was owned by Disney.
I did not remember that. Gummy bears.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Here and there and everywhere.
And well, the placard screen was Disney's The Gummy Bears, even. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, hey Miriam, let's talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Number one, we are super happy to be home.
Woohoo!
I got to use my own shower.
Sleep
My
in your
own
bed.
mattress is amazing.
We got all the laundry done last night. I didn't fold all the. There's a couple of colored things left need to be folded. But I need to go to work tomorrow and get some stuff done.
Patty
But
says maybe
I
your
stayed
mods
home
could
today.
text you if they see trouble. I
wish
don't
I
know
could
if
stay home
anybody
again.
who's a mod is in here, but normally when I watch one of Joe's live streams, if there's something technical going on, I just flat out call him.
Oh yeah, you're right. The screen is blank. Oh gosh.
Yep. Anyway, you were saying, I'm sorry. We're so happy to be home.
I wish I could have one more day because I want to clean the house. I spent a lot of time last night washing dishes because the kids are here and they can do the things.
Well, here's the funny thing.
But they had a big party.
They hosted a party on Saturday.
They did a tea party on Saturday, which I gave them permission, and
Yeah,
they were
it
all
was
very
great.
kind to each other.
They cleaned up the house.
They cleaned up the house.
They didn't clean up
They
afterwards.
cleaned up half of the dishes. But when you have like 27 people over with all of these dishes of food,
The dishwasher needed to be run
three times in one day. Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is, Senor, I'm doing the
Senior
dishwasher,
Sam Pants
thinks that running the dishwasher once is fine.
enough.
No, if there's that many dishes, you run the dishwasher, clean it out, load it. Run the dishwasher 3 times in a
Or
day.
wash them by hand.
Yep.
But we're almost caught up. That's fine.
Okay.
But I wanted to clean my house.
Jen says I made the cottage cheese flatbread recipe.
Yay!
And I added a package of apple pie and cinnamon.
Ooh, that
I was
sounds
hoping it would turn
good.
into apple cinnamon rolls, but it would not stay together. It tasted good though.
Sad.
So the thing that sticks in my head the most of
Yeah.
a lot of times we make keto recipes trying to recreate that thing that we've lost.
Right.
There was a recipe for fathead dough cinnamon rolls,
Right.
and I made it, and it tasted amazing. Completely fell apart. It just fell apart.
It fell apart.
You ate it with a spoon, and it was like, and I was like, nope, not ever gonna do that again.
Because it's such a pain.
It was such a
That's
pain.
the thing. It's like I love the egg bread, and for a while when I was doing PSMF, I really liked using that because it felt different, and I needed some variety or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's such a pain to make. I know it's not that big of a pain to make, but
Yeah. Visual Keto says, seriously though, thank you for the daily live streams back in the day. Those lives
Yay.
kept me going during the weirdly quiet pandemic times.
oh, thank you. It was nice for us too to reset ourselves. Yeah.
Lady Fritzer says I keep forgetting how easy cheesecake is to make. That is
because
pretty easy.
cream cheese. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to put my phone on top of the paper.
Excuse me.
All right. Sandy had a question about keto chow and blood sugar. I'm sure Marie can answer this one. Has anyone with a glucose monitor measured the effect of a shake a few hours later?
Yeah, lots
Now,
of people.
I've done that,
I've done it.
and there was a little bit of
I don't even think I
bump.
saw anything move.
Yeah.
But I also have a working pancreas that I'm super grateful for.
Yeah. So, and typically what a lot of people will say is that you'll see the amount of glucose rise that you would normally see for the amount
For
of
protein, yeah.
So,
But it's also a slow rise, so that's helpful.
so yeah, if you have blood sugar issues, most people will tell you that keto chow will have very minimal impact.
Yeah.
Patty says, I think recreating is about whether you want the taste or the whole thing. You know, talking about the cinnamon rolls.
Oh, right. That's true.
Yeah.
And Patty. Oh, that's not the Patty I'm thinking of. It's a different Patty.
Okay,
I was going to ask how your hand is doing.
here's a good question for you,
If
Miriam.
that Patty comes in here, how are you doing?
Lisa asked, help, I got a spicy taco in my monthly surprise
Yes.
box. I only do the shakes. What do I do with this one?
Okay, I would suggest you make some food out of it. We have a ton of recipes for the chicken soup, for the taco, the tomato, and they're really good.
Here, let me make sure
and
it's
yes,
actually
it is another
sure.
recipe you have to
Yep,
put together,
sure.
so that's sometimes hard, but
Okay, we're going to go to kitchen. We're going to go to recipes.
it's really like that one that's on the picture right there. Oh, it's a good one.
And it's scrolling really fast. I'm having a hard time with the keyboard
Weirdly,
today.
weird.
So, keto chow flavor.
So you can do
Spicy
taco.
taco.
Oh, 18 recipes.
Yep.
Oh, I can tell you my favorite one. Where is it? It's the... Oh my gosh, we need to make that tomorrow.
Interesting. Mine isn't there.
What is it? Yours isn't there?
Yeah.
Is it for the taco or is it for the beef?
Just taco meat.
Oh, yeah, we do taco meat.
Okay. So here's what I do with the... This is my personal favorite
Okay.
to make with the taco meat.
Mine's the
I
spicy taco
brown...
bowl.
Okay. I brown like 5 pounds of ground beef. I throw in cumin and some chili powder and salt and pepper and like oregano and stuff, maybe some minced onions. I usually use the dried minced onions, and then some garlic. And then when it's all done cooking and you have like all of that rendered fat at the bottom, I put in the spicy taco, and it turns that stuff that's at the bottom into kind of
The grease. It incorporates it in with the
turns
meat.
it into a gravy.
And then it's not separated anymore. So then you get to eat all that fat with the meat, and it's so good.
Yep.
And then my kids don't complain. It's
We're
too
actually
greasy.
out of the taco. I have to keep on using the tomato.
Well, that's why I wondered if it was under beef or tomato.
I don't know.
Okay.
I did a video about it not too long ago, and I did a recipe. I'm not sure why it's not.
Well,
But that's what I would recommend doing with it. But there are also a lot of recipes on the
the
site.
one that I wanted you to find was the one that Taffy did, that like taco bowl or something like that.
Well,
What's it called?
let's go back to here.
Just look up.
Let's go see all. Whoops.
Can you look up by
we go.
savory?
And I'll go taco.
That is really scrolling fast.
Taco bowl. Yeah, it's like super scrolly.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure where.
It's,
what's
you know
going
what?
on.
The search bar might not be working.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's fine. We'll fix it.
I was not sharing. That second time I wasn't sharing. Okay, Patty says spicy taco is great, just adding it to ground beef. Okay, Jen says my blood sugar goes up after drinking a shake, but it comes right back down. Now, what do you mean by going up? Are you talking
how
about
high
20?
up? That's what we're
Talking
wondering.
about 30? Because if you were to drink a milkshake like Keto Chow, like there was actually a milkshake, we're depending on your
Yeah, it'd be
reaction,
like
it may go
100,
up
right?
100 points
So,
or 200
but
points.
also what fat are you using too? So those are two things that we didn't really talk about. If you're using heavy cream, that's going to be a couple of carbs, so it'll go up a little, maybe a little bit more with the cream. But if you're using butter, it's not going to go up as much. And that's, I mean, we're talking like little, right?
Yep. Lady Fritz says, I usually eat bacon before my shake creamy, and it smooths out all the blood sugar response. Mm-hmm. Evelyn makes taco chaffles.
Oh, yes.
So
That
how do you
sounds
make
amazing.
chaffles, Miriam?
I make a lot at a time. So I do 3 cups of cheese.
Shredded mozzarella cheese.
That's the ones we use, but you can use any kind of cheese. I do 1 scoop of keto chow and 3 eggs.
So it's not 3 cups of cheese. It's
1 cup of cheese.
Yeah, so 3 eggs,
100 eggs.
1 cup of cheese,
25 cups of cheese.
and 1 serving of keto chow. That
I
could be a
just
scoop
eat
or
it.
a packet.
I-
Any flavor works.
It is 3 cups? Oh, you're right.
Yep.
I said it wrong.
Let's see. John says, what kind of ground meat do you use to make the tacos? I usually use the 80-20.
We just use ground beef.
If you use 73-27, it seems to
Is it too much fat?
too much comes out.
Yeah.
Jen uses diluted cream and it goes up over 200. Interesting. I've never seen that happen.
Wow.
John says spicy taco isn't really spicy in my opinion.
I also agree with you.
Yep.
It's not. It's just in the name. It's not spicy.
Fast Shifter wants to know keto chow base powder permanently gone. No, actually,
It's just out of stock.
It's out of stock?
Yay!
we got some,
Shh.
but I have it testing to make sure that it was done right.
You got some today?
I got some today.
Well, maybe tomorrow
So
it'll be in stock.
maybe.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that it's all good, and it'll be really interesting testing it because, man.
Because it tastes horrible.
And what I'm testing is a serving of base powder in 16 ounces of water straight.
Good job. Good
I
for
mixed
you.
it up. I mixed it up.
Sorry.
Today. I'm going to be testing it in the morning.
Good for you.
Jonathan says, I just made an amazing smoothie this morning with a package of keto chow.
Yes.
Carrie wants to see a chaffle with 100 eggs. There you go.
I would like to eat that.
And Mike
I
says,
am
yeah,
in love
3
with eggs.
metric tons of cheese.
Oh, can we talk about what we ate on our trip?
Not yet. We need to get through some of the comments. Storm Chasing Gal, have you ever considered cinnamon roll? We did a cinnamon roll.
We did once.
We have pecan sticky bun,
We also have snickerdoodle, which
is
is
a seasonal
similar.
flavor.
It's really similar in taste.
Yep. Let's see. Evelyn says I did 6 eggs, 1 scoop packet of keto chow, and 2 cups of shredded Mexican cheese.
Perfect.
That might work.
Perfect.
Patty says, but you don't announce early. No, we don't. You won't see it on the site until we have it. So see,
That's right.
here, watch, I'll push the fun button.
That's right.
Okay. What did you eat, Miriam?
What did I eat on the trip? Eggs.
Lots of eggs. Lots of boiled eggs.
I was so happy. I was in heaven.
We found a couple places that did breakfast for dinner.
Yes, and we had like omelet a couple of times, and then I took the boiled eggs and cut them up and put cottage cheese and cream cheese in there. I try not to do as much cottage cheese, but I'd rather do cottage cheese than yogurt just because it's a little less sugar, because a lot of times whatever yogurt they have is not going to be a good yogurt.
Yep. What's this?
Oh gosh, you guys. I know that doesn't look as good, but we went to this pizza place and we're just going to take it off the topping because Haley said she'd been there before and she said that
they do a really good job.
They do a good job with the stuff on top. It's not just crust with a little bit of stuff. So she always peels off the top and felt like she had a lot.
Yep.
So we were planning on doing that, and we just asked them if they could make one without a crust.
Well, he's like, no, I still
I don't
cook.
know. I'll try it. So then they put ham on the
ham
bottom.
on the bottom.
And then a little bit of cheese, and they did a
layer
layer
of
of pepperoni,
and then all the stuff on
then all the sausage, and it was the best pizza
It was amazing.
ever. Did you write a review?
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
Good.
I
And then
think-
we
I
called
think
them
they
back
should-
and told them how awesome it was, because she said, give us a call and tell us if you liked it. I'm like, yeah, I will. Okay. It was so amazing.
Yep. Anything else that you wanted to talk about what we ate?
Oh, we didn't go to a Brazilian steakhouse.
No, we did go to a steakhouse
Yes.
and got prime rib,
Chop.
and they brought out the prime rib, and it was covered
It was covered in gravy.
in gravy. And then there was a little pile of crab on the side.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
So
I don't-
Miriam took a fork
It was so cute. It was
And
like
took
this
a
little thing
bite.
of fish. And so I scooped it in and I put it in my mouth and I'm like, that's not fish. That was
Do not eat
horseradish.
the pistachio ice cream.
So I'm like, oh my gosh. I took it out of my mouth and my tongue was burning and my eyes were watering. And
Yeah.
I'm like, duh. Why would they give me extra fish that I didn't order? That was dumb.
Yeah. I was
having a moment.
I was sadly disappointed with that
Yeah.
meal. But
It was fine.
anyway.
The prime rib was good. It was just we had to scrape off the gravy and
Yeah.
the vegetables they gave us on the side were like zucchini and some other weird tubery
I don't know what it was, and a lot of
tubers.
carrots.
Yeah.
Sean wants to know, is Haley back in Canada? No, she came home with
No,
us.
she's here. We
Yep.
just went with her and walked, and we got to go where she was serving and got to go visit a bunch of people that she met, and it was really nice.
Adrienne is here. Says a plain New York cheesecake would make a great Keto Chow flavor. The problem is
Yeah.
the flavor is so nuanced for the cheesecake.
Oh yeah.
Tastes kind of it's hard.
Yeah.
A better thing to do would actually be to use actual cream cheese
And just mix
that you
it.
microwave and mix in using a blender
Yeah.
and in one of the other flavors.
It's a
Like
good
the
idea.
vanilla cream or the strawberry cream or something like that.
Did you have creamies today?
I had a raspberry cheesecake and a pistachio.
I love that.
And I got to work and I put them away.
In the
and
freezer.
About one
When
one
you
or
stopped going
1:30,
like this,
oh my gosh.
frantically.
I walk out and I'm like, okay, time for breakfast. And I walk over and I look in the freezer and it's not in there. And I'm like, what the? Did I leave them in my backpack? So I go over to my backpack, backpack's empty. I'm like, they were in the fridge. They were still frozen, but they were softened. So I put them in the freezer to think about what they have done.
I can't believe you put them in the fridge.
It's better than leaving them out. And at about like 3,
Then you had breakfast and lunch, and
I
then
had
we
I had
just had
breakfast,
dinner.
and then I had lunch, and then like an hour later I had dinner. So I kind of did OMAD.
You
today.
kind of did. I'm
I
surprised
had
you're
a,
not
I
ready
had
to
a
burst.
3-hour eating window.
Wowie,
so.
wow.
Yeah, it was good though. Anyway, Naomi is here from work.
Hi,
Jennifer
Naomi.
Lucas says hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
Let's see. Meg says that sounds amazing. Meg says I use sandwich pepperoni for crust. Oh yeah, with the really big ones. There you go. Yeah, Lynette says it has turned.
Yes.
Exposing Darkness wants to know what's on your shirt.
Oh, it's Kirby. It's
Yep.
Kirby. Let me see his cute little self. So I took my daughter to. Oh, geez.
Keep going.
I took my daughter to go shopping for some college supplies today, and my other daughter came with. Haley came with us, and so we all walked out to leave, and they were both wearing Kirby shirts.
Okay.
And so they're like, "Oh, Mom, you got to go put a Kirby shirt on." So Ruth went and got me one out of her closet. So that is why I'm wearing this shirt, so that we could match each other while we were shopping. So
Okay.
it was kind of funny. That's what it is.
Okay.
Should we say next question real quick? La-di-da-da.
Hold on. No. We
No,
got to,
no.
I'm trying to change that. There it is.
You're just putting everything in front of the
There
screen, so I
it
can't
is.
see the questions.
It's changing the scrolling speed.
Okay.
Maybe I made it worse.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay. John says restaurants do breakfast for dinner are staple when we
Yes,
travel.
that's my favorite. I could eat eggs for every meal.
Marie says, I've brought it to Keto Chow meetups before and never heard a negative comment. There you go.
Yeah.
Cindy O is here, and Nancy said I had a
Cindy.
chocolate keto chow cream with
Mwah.
butter, and my glucose was 108. Prior to eating, an hour later, it was 118.
Yeah,
right.
that's not very much. How are you, Nancy? I love you.
Shauna points out that one-on-one has a great New York cheesecake
Oh,
flavor you
yeah.
can add to make cheesecake.
That sounds awesome.
Patty says, Haley was on a mission. I missed that. Yeah, she was gone for a
year and a
a
half.
up to
Edmonton, Canada.
Edmonton, Canada.
So she was in, she served in Edmonton, Hinton,
Rocky Mountain House.
and Ellerslie, I think is what it was.
Yep.
Or no, Edson, or something like that.
Ellerslie.
One of those towns, but she was in both of those towns, but she was like you have a specific boundary that you go, and mostly she just
Rocky Mountain House.
would visit members of the church, and then just kind of talk to anybody and just try to teach people about Christ is what she was doing. So.
Exchange student wants to know, have you liked your Life Pro vibration plate that you haven't used in like 3
I'm
weeks?
using it tonight. I'm using it tonight. I love it. It's in our living room.
It's the 4. What's the model number?
Oh, the Rumblex 4D or something like that.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because
Why don't you marry it?
I'm going to marry it right now. Because I stand on it and I do this program number 2. I haven't stopped doing that program since I started using it. And within 5 minutes, I'm not in pain anymore.
Okay.
So I'm like, for pain management, it's amazing. So anytime I'm just hurting, and it's so interesting to me because I can be standing all day and my legs are hurting all day long, and I am within 5 minutes, it's just gone because the fluids finally moved from where it was just stagnating, right?
Oh, so Marie was talking about she made a tomato ice cream flavor.
Oh, yes.
With a
Yeah.
balsamic vinaigrette reduction.
We even talked.
It was really good.
Marie, we told everybody at Keto Orlando about that recipe.
Yep.
That you did, because they were asking if anybody'd made something out of the savories or something really interesting or something. So cool.
Stephanie's here from Arizona, and Jennifer says, my favorite Keto Chow cheesecake uses lemon meringue Keto Chow, dark
Nice.
chocolate chips, and walnuts instead of pecans.
Chris doesn't like walnuts. He's a
I don't
big baby.
like. They give me canker sores, so it's the same reason why.
That sounds amazing.
So we were going around and visiting people in Canada, and the ones that had dogs, I would just sit there, hands in my pockets.
Try not to breathe. Don't touch my eyes. Don't scratch my eyes. Don't scratch my face.
And I wondered if they were like, man, this guy is just a jerk, really doesn't
Not
like dogs.
talking. Yeah, he doesn't like
I'm
dogs.
just allergic.
He likes dogs. There was such a cute dog. Oh, that was a cute dog. His name was Vader, and he was black. And he was a miniature poodle or something like that. What was that? What
I
his
think,
name
yeah, that is correct.
Oh, he was so cute. He kept playing with me under the table.
Jen says, the 2 flavors I thought I would like the least, I now wish I had gotten more of, raspberry cheesecake and chocolate mint.
Isn't that funny?
Patty says, I've been wanting a vibration plate, but can't bring myself to spend the bucks.
I have a
Check.
rebounder. I love the rebounder.
Check on like local resale marketplaces.
Because
but we ended up just buying one.
And you know what? We got like a discount or something that was like on the site at the time.
Some influencer
It
had
was still like super expensive.
It was like a $50 discount, but
I can't tell you, like, if you're in pain all day long, and then within 5 minutes, like, it's just gone. It's just gone.
Also, we found some stuff and sold it, and then used that money to buy it.
Did we?
So,
I don't
yes.
remember that.
$600 is what we sold the other stuff for.
Good job.
That's not how much the Rumblex cost. It was like $400.
It was like $400. It was not
spendy,
cheap.
yeah.
It was not cheap.
Okay.
And it's heavy. That's the other thing too. Like
it's
I want to
insanely
take
heavy.
it up and down the stairs, and I do sometimes. If people are coming over, I'll take it downstairs. But I find that my kids even will use it sometimes. And you know what else? My kids have ear problems, like not like huge ear problems, but they just get stuffy, and they have they're just
My head itches.
they don't work the way they're supposed to exactly, but they can still hear fine. But it helps drain their ears out.
Okay.
It's just that little vibration. So yeah, that's cool.
Jennifer and Daniela are both allergic to walnut.
Even though Jennifer likes to put them in her dessert, you like that little tingly, right?
On GGB says there was a generic vibration plate at the thrift store. I've just seen if it worked.
Oh yeah.
Neely, I think it was her or Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
They got their rebounder from a
Garage
like a
sale or
thrift store,
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
so
like
awesome.
$10 or something like that.
I love the rebounder. I gotta get that out.
And Patty says, yeah, Chris and Joe, resell to get what you want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and here's the thing. I don't do it as much as I should, but I believe strongly in storing stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Sell it, and if you ever need it again, buy it back.
Yeah. Well, we don't do that all the time.
But we should. Jesse says, I made my first creamy last night. It was butterscotch, and I was blown away by the texture. Do the core flavors work in the creamy? As far as I know, they
Yes. They do not need multiple spins, though. And if you mix it with like cream or even a coconut cream or something, it's going to be like a thicker consistency. It's not the same texture as the regular one. I actually really like to do half of a regular keto chow with the core, and then I only mix it once.
Yep.
And I find that that's like my perfect happy place, because I find I can taste the beefiness in the core flavors when I drink it, and so I only make it as a creamy. My favorite one to do is raspberry cheesecake and chocolate.
I thought
core.
it was peaches and cream, which is no longer
I
available
did do that too.
in chocolate core.
So good.
John wants to know what intensity level do you use on the vibration plate?
Well, I do it's like a program. So there's 3 different programs. And the nice thing about the program is it varies. So there's 3 different movements. It goes like this, and it goes like this, and then it goes like what is it? Oh, just vibrating, I guess.
That goes like that.
That's exactly what it is. And so what I like about the program is if I do it just on one intensity, one motion and movement, then I start to hurt in certain places.
interesting.
But if it changes like every, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, then it's enough movement of some places, but not to aggravate other places. I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm aggravating.
Sometimes, yes. So I find that I really like the program, but the program 1 is like the wimpier one, right? And then the program 3 sometimes hurts because it does more of some like movements that hurt more. But the ones that I think helps is the oscillating movement. The most,
Okay.
the one that is, I don't know. I think the one that goes like this, but also that one hurts a lot too. So I just need it to move. So that's why I just really like the program that works, because it changes enough when it works for me.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and GB says they didn't have the energy to haul it and see if it works. It was $19.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Maurice says I found that if they're toasted or roasted, then she doesn't get the mouth sores. But here's the thing: I just don't like the flavor either.
Yeah.
I consider
I love 'em.
walnuts a waste of perfectly
Walnuts
good
are my
calories.
favorite
I
nut.
could be using on almonds or bacon.
But you know what? I think they taste like dirt.
So why do you eat them?
No, I guess I like.
Wouldn't you
the
rather
taste.
have some?
I guess
some
I like
bacon?
the taste of dirt.
So weird. I think this is chocolate core with a little more gelatin. It's very pudding pop.
Yes. Oh, something you guys all need to go to Canada and get the Lift ice cream bars.
Yep, they're only available in Canada.
They're only in Canada.
Yep.
And
it's like
we found them
collagen
at
and chocolate
a
and
place called
erythritol.
Sobeys was the store.
And coconut.
It had
oil.
coconut cream, coconut oil, had erythritol. It was
taste the beef collagen.
Collagen. You could taste it. You could totally taste it. So we need to figure out how to make that with the core, because that would be so easy, and they were so yummy.
Anyway, Visual Keto says, maybe I've been storing my old car at the dealership. They got it back this week, and I'm trying not to go buy it back. Jenna wants to know, is butterscotch a permanent flavor? Yes. John says, I'm betting Life Pro will have a big sale for Labor Day.
Oh,
We got
that's a
ours
good idea.
on Memorial Day for
Yes.
$3.20. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
And I think that was mine. I think it was like $3.30 or something like that.
Sounds about right.
So I felt
And
like
it came with a little ball that you have to replace the batteries on a lot, and you can put it on your shoulders.
yeah, I like it though. It's a little. I wish it was a little more
Lynn is
intense
here,
though. Hi,
and
Lynn.
so is Risa.
Hi, Risa.
Looks like Carrie's going to go to bed.
Oh, good
Okay.
night, Carrie.
What are some causes you might feel tired?
You don't get enough sleep.
Okay.
You're too stressed.
Well, this is like a chronic thing.
Oh, okay.
So, diet related.
Right.
There are some things that I thought of, and
Okay.
this is coming from a Facebook comment.
Okay.
Some things that may be causing that.
Okay.
Not enough protein.
That's possible.
Not enough sodium.
Oh, that's huge.
If you're
that's
not getting
probably
enough-
a big one.
Then yeah, you're probably going to feel tired.
Yeah.
And
Too
also-
much magnesium.
Yeah, that could do it. But also, if you're running more than a 15% calorie deficit,
Right.
that could also make you
Right.
feel tired.
You know, so interesting at Keto Orlando Summit when we were listening to Dr. Tro, and he was saying, you know, he's saying a lot of contrasting things, and he said, what happens when you eat or when you exercise more? You get hungry. because you're exercising more, so you get hungry. And we're making ourselves have this huge deficit, but we're more hungry. So are we really helping our bodies? Like, we need to figure out how to get it right. So I thought that was really interesting. So if you're more hungry, maybe you should eat. Also, there's a couple of like medical reasons. If your thyroid is messed up, you can be tired. If your hormones are messed up, you can be tired. And it's not always an easy thing to fix those things. Oh, are you alive? You could also be tired. Are you stressing yourself out by doing too much stuff? You know, so.
All right. Oh, Marie says, I walnutted myself out as a kid. Grandparents had walnut trees, and they would send a bunch to my mom every year. There you go. Lynn points out, also, if you're low on B12.
Oh, right. You're right. My mom was low. She got a gastric bypass. And I remember she had to go get B12 shots. And every time she came home from the B12 shots, she was less tired. So there are so many medical things that are why you might be tired. So definitely go talk to a doctor.
Jujubee says the Life Pro is half price right now.
Oh my gosh, that's such a deal.
I guess it depends on the model number though. But
yeah, but if anybody's looking, Life Pro's half price. That's a sweet deal.
Oh, Storm Chasing Gal wants to know, is butterscotch back in stock? And the bulk bags were sold out last time.
Oh shoot, I don't know.
Well, let's look.
Let's see if we can get the thing to work.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, are you guys seeing a black screen? Just wondering. Butterscotch Keto Chow right there. Boing, boing. Single milk. Oh, bulk is sold out.
Yeah, the bulks are currently sold out.
And there's not actually that many single meals left.
Yep. So, but it is a permanent flavor that will be coming back.
That's also really good.
I wasn't sharing.
Ah! I totally looked over there.
Yeah, well, I didn't push the dumb button.
Dumb. That's a good one mixed with the core. The chocolate core and the butterscotch are really good together. So, that's my opinion.
Oh, it's still listed as limited edition on the site. That's probably why they're asking.
Speaking of chocolate, did you guys know that Keto Brick is doing their Brick by Brick sale right now?
What does that mean?
And that means you can get the bricks for 15% off.
Huh?
And
15?
It's 15.
Okay.
Yeah, they never do. This is the only sale they do. This is the whole year sale. So, I went and ordered some more, by the way. Sorry about that.
By the way, we got a bunch at Orlando. They're in a giant bag sitting on your desk at work where you didn't go today.
My desk has them.
Yep.
Well, I ordered just the chocolate one.
That's the Waver vibration plate.
Beef. Oh, I'm sure it's great. And you know what? Before I went ahead and made that purchase, I went over to my neighbor's house and tried out her vibration plate, which she got on like Facebook Marketplace. And it was weird. It's different to stand on, and I felt like super weird for a while, and I had to, like, I first did it sitting on a chair because I didn't want to fall or anything, and then I held on to something when I did it the second time. And then I realized, once I got my equilibrium okay, that I could do it. But then I'm like, okay, I feel so much better. It was not even a question to just get one. So it still took us a little while to shop around and decide which one we wanted, but I'm like, just go for the big guns. I'm like, I know this is a good company. Everybody loves this company, so I just did it.
So Valerie has a not at all silly question. Wants to know, what is core?
Oh, thank you for asking.
So here you go. You go to shop.
Mm-hmm. That one has the wrong picture because it has the old picture.
No, chocolate still has the old.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's because it has. We still have the new packaging hasn't been implemented on that flavor yet.
So there's the quick and easy answer.
Yes, it's dairy free. So what it is, are you sharing? So you're not showing me, so I don't have to be expressing of myself. It's beef protein instead of a milk protein, and then it has stevia as a sweetener.
Or no sweetener.
Or there's multiple options.
Yeah, see, this one's with stevia. This one's no sweetener.
So you can use allulose or whatever sweetener you prefer in that. And some people even just use it without a sweetener at all. So it just depends on what you want to do.
So check this out. You come here. That is going to the wrong page. That is supposed to go to the... I love it when we're doing it live. That was on the...
Should I write that down so we can fix it tomorrow? Where's the paper? Oh, here's some socks. What are
Healthy
these
sweeteners.
socks? Oh, these are
There it
Star Trek socks.
Here you go. What is Keto Chow Core? So there you go. It's dairy-free, flexible sweetener options, same high quality. And on this page, there's actually a table.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
I wish there was a shortcut just to that table.
Yeah, well. Anyway, that will give you more information.
Yeah, and it's already kind of measured out for equal sweetness of what we prefer that we usually put in. So I think it's like, no, I can't remember. I was going to say some random thing, but I think I was wrong. So
Mike is listening at 1.5 speed to catch up. And exchange students, yes, I always listen at 2x. It's trying to catch up. And Marie got a vibration plate for free on Facebook Marketplace. I just need to get a screw or two and reattach the control panel.
nice.
Wow. Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Rena wanted to know, what's the best way to wash a Keto Chow Shaker bottle? I put mine in the dishwasher after one use and they came out grimy. Okay, if it came out of the dishwasher grimy,
Then I think your dishwasher is not working right.
yeah, something was blocking it because I've never had one come out of the dishwasher
Yeah, gross.
not clean.
Yeah.
But here's what we do every time. And she said she was a teacher, doesn't have time to wash them right away. But here's what I do. I just go over to a sink. If hot water is available, I wash it out with hot water. And then I take the lid off and stick it at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah. So
Just
that
leaving
it
it open?
dries.
Yeah. Just leaving it open doesn't
Rinsed
work.
and dry, because it won't dry if it's not all the way opened. So another thing that we do, even if you have cold water, put a little drink of water in there, swirl it around, drink it. Put a little drink of water in there, swirl around, drink it, because you're rinsing it out and then dry it.
Yep.
Just leave it open. So just stick it on your teacher desk with the lid open. After a couple hours, close the lid, put it in your backpack.
Yep.
And then you can wash it in the dishwasher afterwards. Yeah, we have never had a problem with it getting clean in the dishwasher.
Yep.
Because our dishwasher works good, so I'm worried
And you could
about
use a bottle
Rena's
brush and
dishwasher.
wash it by hand, and that's sufficient.
Yeah, it
Which
totally
works really well if you're like out camping.
Yeah, I actually usually do that at work because I'm in a kitchen and there's a bottle brush and soap right there. So when I'm done, I just wash
I
it.
figure I'm going to wash it in the... It's better to just wash it in the dishwasher anyway.
But if I just take it home clean, I don't have to wash it in the dishwasher. So I usually always wash it.
But the one thing you don't want to do
Is leave it closed.
is leave it with a little bit of Keto Chow in the bottom.
Because then it's gross.
The protein
It's so gross.
will get really smelly really fast.
Yeah.
So, Valerie wanted to know, does the core have more protein? It doesn't have more. It's just a different protein that's made with beef.
And it does cook differently. It does mix differently because the milk really helps things incorporate better.
Yeah.
The beef, it does have like a little beefy texture. You can, flavor. You can taste it in the back of your mouth. But also, it's thinner. It's a lot thinner.
Doesn't mix up
sometimes it wants to separate, so you gotta mix it up afterwards.
Have to use a blender, and I recommend warm water.
Yep.
And here's the thing, frankly, the core does not. If you put it head to head with like the chocolate Keto Chow, the strawberry Keto Chow, the regular milk protein, the regular stuff tastes better.
Yep, and I think it's the creaminess of the milk, and we also like the sucralose sweetener flavor. The stevia is still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
It's just not as good as sucralose.
Yeah, again, we're talking head to head.
Yep.
Almost everybody prefers the regular one, but if you need dairy-free and you need the alternative sweeteners, then core is a good way to go. And by the way, the beef soup base is the core without any flavor or sweetener added.
Yeah.
So that's something that Marie will often do, is add flavor and or sweetener to the beef soup base.
Yep.
So Meg's currently making chaffles while listening.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Meg. I'm sorry, I was saying Patty. Patty's your mom. How is your wrist? How's your hand doing? How are you healing?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Mike says the flavor stats page still lists butterscotch as limited edition. I think that's because we brought it back in the spring
Yep.
to restock it. My understanding is we're just going to reorder it.
Yep.
It's just going to be permanent. But we're waiting on the restock of that. So Valerie says it sounds like too much work. I love the regular ones. Again, yeah.
We do too.
Reese says the core does have a small amount of gelatin naturally. That's true.
Yeah.
So it will set up slightly when chilled. Joe wants to know what's your favorite flavors of Keto Brick.
Oh, I'll tell you. I really like the milk and cookies one. The one I'm currently obsessed with is the Bell's brownie batter. That's just chocolate. It's like a darker
Now, one
chocolate
caveat.
flavor.
Miriam never eats them as the brick.
I don't. I always melt them down.
How do you melt them down?
I melt them down. I put them in the microwave for 1 minute.
In a glass
and then
container.
I stir it. Yeah, with a lid. And then I stir it and I put it into molds. And then I have like 3 different containers in my freezer. And I keep them in the freezer. And then when I get them out and I eat them, they are frozen.
Yep.
But for a long time, before I got my braces, I was putting them into the little tiny dog food mold that's like little tiny. So it's like
It's
chocolate
called
chip
dog
size.
food, but they're half spheres.
Yeah. And so I did that, which always makes a huge mess, but it was so satisfying in my creamy because I could just have a little bit and it just gave me that little crunchiness and, flavor without having to have the sugar-free chocolate chips, which I tend to overeat. And so if I don't have them in the house, I don't binge on the keto bricks like I would like a chocolate chip. So I know myself.
And they are pretty salty.
Yeah, they're really, and that's another thing I really like about them is their saltiness. I like the coconut. Oh, sorry, the coconut one. I actually really like the nootropic one, but they haven't had that in a long time. The one that's partnered with Keto Brains. I really like that one too. But the reason why I keep just doing only chocolate is because the keto bricks are hard to eat with my braces. So if there's any kind of particulates or anything in it, it's harder to eat than just the keto brick. So
one of my favorite memories of Keto Brick is
Yeah.
we went down to the Redmond salt mine with Joe and Rachel from Two Crazy Ketos. And while we were down there, they had a keto brick in the car. And when they came out, Joe picked up the package and it was a Capri Sun.
It was
inside.
like liquid. It was so funny because
He's like, what?
we think it's so hot in Florida. Well, they think it's so hot here.
Well, it's just a different hot.
It's an oven here.
Meg's wrist is doing fine.
Oh,
working on getting
good.
the stiff fingers to be more flexible. Physical therapy twice a
I'm
week.
so glad.
Evelyn wants to know, other than the butterscotch, are there any other flavors that have switched over and haven't had the
I
label
don't
updated?
think so. I think that's
Not
the
that
most
I'm
recent one.
aware of. And
But
that
we do
one
make
isn't
mistakes.
officially switched over yet. It just will be once it's reordered.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, Miriam, I think it's time to go.
I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yep. So, hey, we are going to say goodnight. You all have a fantastic day.
So long, farewell. My feet are saying goodbye. Ooh, my feet are dirty.
Anyway, but we will see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah. We
All right.
love you.
Bye.
Bye.